Welcome to today's Blueprint News. America's political map is shifting, and the 2026 Senate forecast is revealing shocks, surprises, and major turning points. From battleground states hanging by a thread to deep red and deep blue strongholds tightening their grip. Today we break down every state, every number, and what it means for control of the U.S. Senate. Let's get straight into the data, because the stakes have never been higher. Chance to win Senate majority. Democrats, 35.2% chance. Republicans, 64.8% chance. The GOP currently holds a notable advantage, but key battlegrounds could still shift the balance as campaigns intensify. State-by-state analysis. In Alabama, Republican Senator Marshall stands firm at 97.5%, dominating a state that remains deeply conservative. Democrats at 2.5% are not competitive this cycle. In Alaska, a traditionally red but occasionally quirky state, Senator Sullivan holds a strong 73%, while Democrats stand at 27%. Showing some movement, but still far from flipping the seat. In Arkansas, Senator Tom Cotton maintains near total control with 98.5%, reflecting Arkansas's solid Republican landscape. Democrats remain at a very low 1.5%. In Colorado, a solid blue seat, Senator Hickenlooper leads with 98.2%. Republicans at 1.8% show no signs of major competitiveness. In Delaware, Senator Chris Coons is strongly favored with 96.8%, maintaining Democratic dominance. GOP at 3.2% remains non-competitive. In Florida, a critical swing state now leaning red, Ashley Moody leads comfortably at 81.7%. Democrats show 18.3%, signaling long-term struggles in statewide races. In Georgia, one of the most watched races of 2026, Jon Ossoff holds 77.5%, a solid position, but not invulnerable. Republican Collins trails with 22.5%, but Georgia continues to evolve politically. Idaho, a deep red stronghold, Senator Risch holds 98.6%, leaving Democrats at 1.4% with no competitive pathway. Illinois Democrat Stratton is in command with 93.2%, keeping the state safely blue. Republicans at 6.8% remain far behind. Iowa, a competitive but GOP-favored race. Hinson leads with 76.6%, while Democrat Turek stands at 23.4%, showing moderate but insufficient support to flip the state. Kansas Republican Marshall holds 85.9%, keeping Kansas reliably red. Democrats at 14.1% show weak but visible support. Kentucky Republican Cameron leads massively with 96.6%, maintaining GOP dominance. Democrat Stevenson at 3.4% remains a long shot. In Louisiana, Senator Cassidy holds 97.7% support, continuing Louisiana's strong Republican trend. Democrats at 2.3% are insignificant in this contest. In Maine, a fascinating state with a reputation for split-ticket voting, Janet Mills holds a solid 62.3%, but Collins at 37.7% keeps this race competitive enough to watch closely. In Massachusetts, Senator Ed Markey has 98.9%, reflecting the deep blue nature of the Commonwealth. GOP remains weak at 1.1%. In Michigan, a genuine battleground, Democrat McMorrow leads with 58.3%, while Republican Rogers at 41.7% keeps this race highly competitive. One of the most important seats of 2026. In Minnesota, Lieutenant Governor Flanagan holds a strong 81.6%, continuing the Democratic advantage. GOP at 18.4% remains limited statewide. In Mississippi, Senator Hyde Smith at 96.4% continues to dominate in a deeply Republican state. Democrats at 3.6% remain non-competitive. In Montana, another GOP stronghold, Dane sits at 90.3%, while Democrats at 9.7% struggle to gain traction. In Nebraska, Senator Ricketts leads with 87.5%, keeping the state reliably red. Democrat Osborne at 12.5% shows minor opposition strength. New Hampshire, a swing-leaning blue state, Pappas leads strongly with 72%, as Sununu's 28% signals a competitive but still uphill challenge. New Jersey Senator Cory Booker dominates with 96.3%, keeping the state safely Democratic. Republicans remain weak at 3.7%. New Mexico Senator Ben Ray Lujan holds 92.4%, continuing strong Democratic dominance. Republicans at 7.6% remain far behind. North Carolina, a major battleground, trending red, but with strong Democratic presence. Copper leads with 74.6%, while Whately at 25.4% signals a competitive but uphill Republican challenge. Ohio, one of the top battlegrounds, Republican Husted leads with 56.5%, while Senator Sherrod Brown trails with 43.5%. This could become a defining race of 2026. Oklahoma Senator Mullen dominates with 98.4%, leaving Democrats at 1.6% with no realistic path. In Oregon, Senator Merkley enjoys 98.2%, reflecting Oregon's firm Democratic lean. Republicans at 1.8% show minimal statewide power. Rhode Island Senator Jack Reed remains safe with 97.4%. Republicans at 2.6% pose no threat. In South Carolina, Senator Lindsey Graham stays strong at 92.8%, with Democrats at 7.2% unable to seriously challenge the state's Republican dominance. In South Dakota, Senator Rounds holds 97.4%, continuing over a decade of solid GOP control. Democrats at 2.6% remain non-competitive. Tennessee Senator Hagerty leads with 98.5%, reflecting a strong Republican hold. Democrats at 1.5% have little influence. Texas, a closely watched state, Cornyn leads with 73.5%, but Democrat Tallarico at 26.5% represents the growing Democratic share in major metros. Texas remains a potential long-term battleground. In Virginia, Senator Mark Warner maintains a commanding 96%, keeping Virginia comfortably Democratic. Republicans at 4% remain weak. In West Virginia, Republican Moore Capito dominates with 98.6%, reflecting the state's massive shift away from Democrats in recent years. In Wyoming, Senator Lummis holds 98.4%, with Democrats at 1.6%. No competition expected. This was the complete state-by-state breakdown of the 2026 Senate forecast. As these numbers shift, so will the future of the Senate, and we'll track every update for you. If you found this analysis valuable, make sure to subscribe, stay tuned, and keep watching today's Blueprint News, where data meets clarity.